Welcome to another episode of A Beer with Atlas. I'm Rich.
I'm Brian.
We've got a special guest this week. Newer to us, but definitely not new to beer.
No.
Mr. Aaron Daly.
How's it going?
So this week, this was your choice this week. Well, actually, it was my choice, but you, from the day that I met you, you've talked about this place very, very fondly. Jackson Street Brewing in Sioux City.
That's correct.
Jackson Street Brewing in Sioux City, Iowa. Oh, I can't wait to get into this now, even though it's a stout. The stout we're doing today, Hell's Half-Acre Stout. It scares me just a little bit.
And it's the French toast variant, though. I think you're going to really enjoy it.
So I was going to start with a good morning and welcome to another episode of A Beer with Atlas, because it is a breakfast stout.
Yes.
So
Go ahead and do it.
Should we start over?
Well, I wouldn't start over, but just, pretend like we
Just
are.
pretend like
Yeah.
we're... Okay, take two. Not actually take two, Dolan, but...
Yeah, keep it recording.
Good morning, and welcome to another episode of A Beer with Atlas. I'm Rich.
Oh, am I supposed to go?
Well,
I'm Brian.
There we go, see? See, it didn't work. Oh, well. All right, Hell's Half-Acre Stout. I'm going to open this thing up, because if I've learned anything from Brian so far, it's that these things need to warm up a little bit, right?
Yes.
Is that... and Aaron knows way more about beer than me.
And me.
And you?
Yeah.
That's debatable, but
Okay. So we're gonna let this thing warm up just a little bit. Then let's see how dark this is. Oh my gosh, this is 10W30.
Wow.
Look at
Looks
that.
amazing.
It's
Isn't that a tax form?
It's
The 10W30?
I think so. Yes. If I spill this on my iPad,
It'll
here,
eat a hole right through
it'll
it.
just melt through it
Yeah.
like radioactive. All right.
I'm going to do that, actually. Just a little, same amount. Just
Okay.
Steve Seitner was pumping me up about the use of ceramics with his stout, so I'm going to give it a try. Thank you.
Okay, so Hell's Half-Acre Stout, the French toast variant, bottled 11 of 2018, 13% ABV. Yikes.
Well, here's the thing about 13%. Divide it by 3, because there's 3 of us here.
Yeah?
It's like 4.
Is that how it works?
Yeah.
is that how
I'm
ABV
pretty-
works? See, I didn't know this. So
Yep.
Well, that's good beer knowledge. That's knowledge that we don't have
Atlas
otherwise.
Beer Math.
Atlas Beer Math. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to let's try this first. Let's give this a shot here. Then
Man, it smells
it
amazing.
smells like breakfast. That's weird.
That's good.
a lot of cinnamon, very tasty.
Never had a breakfast stout ever in my life. Here you go. Cheers. What are you guys doing here?
It tastes like Cinnamon Toast Crunch with alcohol burn at the end, which is amazing. It tickles the tongue,
What?
the taste buds.
How is this even a thing?
This is delightful. This is delightful to me.
Aaron, give me some background then. Before we get into we each do a little bit of research here. Give me a little background on how you found these guys. Like, what's the story here?
I used to live in Sioux Falls, so I was driving back and forth from Omaha to Sioux Falls a lot to visit some family, friends, and stuff. And one time when I was passing through, I happened to run into some of their beers at one of the local markets and decided to start stopping by and picking some up fresh. And met some really good folks there. Met Dave, the brewer owner, and his wife Tia. They, great people. A lot of nice friends around there. So,
The one thing I couldn't track down in my research here is how long they've been open.
and I don't know that off the top of my head, to be honest.
Okay.
So,
We're not talking like 5-10 years, though. I mean, it's been a handful of years.
yeah, I would guess it's under 5, but probably.
Okay.
Feels like something I should know, but I don't.
I figured you might, but yeah.
Here's something I want to know, Aaron, since you've been here and we haven't. Is Maya's Nails still open right next door to the brewery? I saw that on the Google pics, and it was a nail salon right next door to the brewery. Is that still there?
I don't think so. I think there's a new coffee shop opening.
Okay.
Maybe where that was.
Bummer.
There's so many questions I want to ask.
Hey, what's wrong with a beer and a petty?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Can you take your beer over to?
Well,
I mean, if
apparently
they're
not, because
closed.
it's not there anymore.
Yeah.
But maybe next time.
Boozy Cinnamon Toast Crunch, man. This is weird.
So good.
This is definitely not for a beer novice. How's that?
No, this is
that is true.
This is like extra.
This is
That's what the kids say. This is extra.
next level beer.
Dolan's always saying it's extra.
It burns my throat. Okay. All right. So I'll do my little bit here, and then we'll let you. I'll get into your knowledge. So Jackson Street Brewing Company, Sioux City, Iowa, downtown. Right. It's a downtown location. Tap room was open Tuesday through Thursday, 4 to 9, Friday 4 to 10, Saturday 2 to 10, and Sunday 2 to 6. They do not have food, but they welcome outside food. They do have some food trucks from time to time too. I saw on their website as well. Now, here's what I find interesting. If obviously we do this because we have travel nurses all across the country that like to go to breweries and stuff. This is probably the closest brewery to a hospital that we've done yet.
Yeah,
it's like a block from Mercy Medical Center in Sioux City.
I wrote 2 down, 2 blocks away.
2 blocks away.
Yep.
And I think if you walk out, I was looking on the Google map there. If you walk out the ER doors, it's even closer. Even closer.
Awesome.
Yeah. And then it's a 6-minute Uber/cab ride from Unity Point to the other hospital there in Sioux City.
I saw something listed for St. Luke's Regional Medical Center in the same area. Is that, do we know? Is that around there?
That's Unity Point.
Is that what it is?
Yes,
Okay.
that one. Yes. And I know they use some travelers. I can't tell you for the life of me, as I staffed them years and years ago. I can't tell you like what vendor they staff through, or if I'm not sure. So, but it is very close to the hospital there downtown.
It's also close to here, really. I mean, if you think about it.
What's it, an hour and a half, maybe?
Hour and a half door to door for me. So
we should have done this from there then.
Yeah.
Next time.
We'll think ahead next time. Yeah. So, all right. So, Brian, what do you got?
Well, I didn't want to steal Aaron's thunder since he's been there and he's from here. And also, he's a really smart dude. Mm-hmm. We're going to find this out today. So what I did do was some research on the city, on the town, and then I threw in some something you're going to learn about Aaron is he's really good at trivia.
Oh.
So I threw in some trivia, and we're going to see if he can get it on the spot. He knows nothing about this.
I love it.
I really am just hoping to just make him uncomfortable as I can on this. I'm going to be like touting his praises and all this the whole time. So
he's new here, so we have to haze to a certain extent, right?
Haze by like just complimenting the hell out of him.
Yep.
That's how we're going to do it.
All right, hit it.
So the first thing I wanted to make sure is we know that we're drinking Jackson Street Brewing Company. Is that the actual name?
Yes.
There is a Jackson Street Brewery in New Orleans, Louisiana, and there's a J Street Brew Co., which is because they're on Jackson Street as well in Perryville, Missouri, which is right next to Illinois. Mm-hmm. So I want to make sure we're talking about the right one. Mm-hmm. This town is the 4th largest city in Iowa.
Ooh.
Did you know that?
I did not.
Oh, man. Missouri River. It's the navigational head of the Missouri River starts here.
Okay.
Here's something interesting I found I thought was kind of cool. We have talked about Lewis and Clark before, just briefly, about when they were going out west and then coming back down. Mm-hmm. This guy named Charles Floyd was in the party, and he was, unfortunately, well, for him, the only one that died in the entire trek there and back.
From dysentery?
I don't know. That's more like an Oregon Trail thing.
Okay.
Let's just say consumption. So he passed, unfortunately for him, but fortunately for him, he lives on in this town because there's a huge monument for him in the town, and there's also a riverboat museum that has his name. So again, Charles Floyd.
Probably not the most popular riverboat in...
I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe it's the only one. I'm not sure.
Oh, no, there's another one.
Oh, up there?
Yeah, and lots of money exchanges hands there. So. There you go.
I know.
Yep.
I see what you're saying.
There you go.
He died in 1804.
Okay.
So in a 2.5-year expedition, the only, which seems crazy to me, because like, I feel like we just saw in the news, we had some bitter colds here, right? Mm-hmm. And somebody in Iowa, a college student, was outside and died, right? Yeah. So like just in a few hours, we've had that. So this party of folks, East Coast, mountain passes, not clothed properly, didn't have the supplies.
Right.
West Coast came back and only one person died. That blows my mind.
Some joker down in Kentucky, and it might have been their governor, I don't know.
It was, yeah.
Was it? That was making fun of us for being soft or whatever.
Yeah, we're closing schools.
Move up north.
Yeah, get where it's actually cold.
Right.
That's where Aaron's from, where it's actually cold, by
Kentucky.
the way. The city was laid out 1854, 1855. In 1891, this was interesting, the third steam-powered electrical elevated train. I said that wrong. Third in the country elevated steam train. So it was like a subway train, but up, like the L, right, in Chicago?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So they had one there
Okay.
in 1891. In 1892, it became the first electrical elevated train in the United States.
The steam wasn't working for them.
They upgraded, right?
Okay.
So iOS or whatever, 2.0 came out, and they said, we got to upgrade. 5 years later, the train was bankrupt. So they should have stuck with the steam.
Like the Springfield monorail.
Exactly. Oh, Simpsons. You guys.
What's it called?
Monorail. Let's see what else. The coldest there, negative 35.
That was yesterday.
That's nothing.
Yeah.
That is nothing for Aaron. January 12th of 1912.
Okay.
And the hottest it's ever been is 111 degrees. 3 different times. That's pretty warm.
Arizona laughs at that.
It had the nickname of Little Chicago in the 40s and the 30s for bootlegging and
mobsters.
stuff.
And
Yeah, so
stuff
there was
like
a lot of booze making and rum running. Probably not rum running, but I like to say that.
That sounds fun.
Alliteration's cool.
Yep.
Here's something that I vaguely remember as a kid. I was like 10 years old when this happened. 111 people died in a plane crash there. July 19th, 1989.
Huh?
United Airlines Flight 232.
Taking off or landing?
I think landing, if I remember right. 184 people survived, but 111 died. And they said it would have been a lot more people died, but because of the hospitals and their fast reaction, they saved a lot of people's lives that day.
Oh, good job.
So that's what I got for right now. Then we'll get into a little bit more.
Okay. Interesting. I've been through there multiple times, downtown a few times, but never here to... I have a feeling we're going to be going here soon.
I've never been, so I'm down.
Really? You've never been?
Nope.
Okay. All right. Yeah. There's some fun casinos up there.
The Hard Rock.
The Hard Rock.
I'm wearing a Hard Rock
You are.
hoodie today. Not from there, but
My wife likes Rick Springfield a lot. So
Jesse's girl.
yeah. And we saw him at the indoor venue up there, and it was like our super intimate show, like real small. Like we sat at the bar in the back, and you could still see him. Like it's
Nice.
super close. Anyway, I was not excited for it. It was super fun. It was a great time.
Turned into a Rick Springfield fanboy.
Yeah. And then you could ask questions at the end. And so I kept raising my hand. And by that time, I had drank quite a bit.
Right.
I wanted to ask him because Rick Springfield was on the pilot episode of Battlestar Galactica.
Okay.
And he was one of the pilots. He was one of the Viper pilots.
A pilot in the pilot.
He was a pilot in the pilot. And I wanted to ask
Of the
him
original or the newer one?
of the original.
Okay.
Back to 70, whatever, 78, 79, whatever it was. Yeah, he was one of the Viper pilots.
Because he was an actor before he was a musician. He was like on soap opera for a long time.
Yep.
Yeah.
But she was super embarrassed. He never called on me. I just wanted to ask him about Battlestar because they were all asking, like girl questions.
Right.
I was the only dude with raising his hand.
There? Oh.
Yeah. Well, not there.
Okay.
No.
I was
Lots of other husbands and boyfriends got dragged.
Got dragged to sitting at the bar with you as well.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
so
happens.
There you go.
Let's talk about the beer, Aaron. What do you think? What are you tasting? Because Aaron's got a very good palate. He's one of those guys that can pull those flavors out of there.
I mean, it's just such a solid base stout. I'm getting, some nice notes of rye, and then obviously the adjuncts here, cinnamon, maple.
Adjuncts.
We learned about that term.
We did. Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's been aging for a little while. You said the bottle date was November, right?
November of 18, yeah.
Yeah, it's been cellaring for a little while. It's coming together very nicely. I'm a really big fan of this one.
How we can speculate, right? I mean, on this, like, what would happen if it was aged for another year or 2 years?
It'll likely lose a little bit of its booziness and just kind of meld together. You won't pull out individual notes quite as well, most likely. Mm-hmm. It's a little hard to say. This isn't like something I've had
and it's a
years
science
apart.
project, really. It's like you really don't know. Like even the brewery doesn't know what's going to happen. They're hopeful, but even then, you do something the same way, just the way they put that wax on, right? Mm-hmm. So if they just didn't cover enough at the bottom, just barely, that can change everything. So that's one of the fun things about these.
Look, I don't hate it.
Well, it's not your jam.
It is not my style, though.
But it's We're gonna make this your style.
I'm still drinking it.
For a
let's
while,
let's
so.
be let's be clear.
Yeah.
I'm still drinking it, and it gets easier. That first one was bitey,
Yeah.
Bitey.
really bitey.
I like because it coats your tongue. It's got a thickness to it, right?
Oh yeah.
And then when you're done drinking it, that alcohol, I don't want to say burn because I find it pleasant, but that sensation,
Just
man,
a little
it's
warmth.
Great, yeah.
Warmth.
That's hot in here now.
Kind of, yeah. All right, I can't wait for you to get into this trivia thing. So Aaron comes in first week, second week you worked here, probably second week maybe first.
This
week.
is the second week.
This is only the second week.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
So you won some trivia contest, or like third place or whatever, or second place, and you seemed pretty disappointed. You were so disappointed that you gave me the prizes that you won. A pint glass and a bunch of stickers and a koozie and stuff. Yeah. You're just like, get this out of here.
That sounds right.
Second place.
It wasn't a trophy. I don't want
Garbage.
it. Get it out of here.
Right. And I was like, hell yeah, pint glass and stickers.
Almost every beer glass in my house is from him winning trivia.
Or just being there at the right time.
Or that too.
Oh, okay.
But,
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right. First one. 1880s. The Sioux City Cornhusker baseball team was founded. They moved to your neck of the woods in St. Paul, Minnesota in 1895. Then they moved to a bigger city and became what team? What baseball club?
It's like a major league club?
Yes.
I'm embarrassed. I don't know this.
What year?
1895-ish.
And the original team name was?
They were the Sioux City Cornhuskers.
You know, I've got a pretty solid guess on this.
Go for it.
Minnesota Twins.
No. That was a solid guess, but no.
I thought that was a solid guess.
Yeah.
Although the Twins were this
Washington Senators.
before they were the Twins. Let's say Chicago White Sox.
Let's say Aaron's right.
What?
Boom. Uncanny.
Wow.
There's no reason that I know that. That was just strictly a good guess.
In my opinion, they probably should have stayed in either St. Paul or Sioux City. The White Sox are. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a Cubs guy, right?
Right.
So here's how I know about the White Sox.
Okay.
Very similar to the reason that I know about the Cubs.
Okay.
They were on WGN. So if the Cubs weren't on, you were hopeful as a kid in the 80s to at least get the White Sox.
Yeah, I'd go outside and play.
Oh, my gosh.
No.
You're
Yeah.
so hateful.
I'd go
towards
play in the dirt or something.
other teams. Cubs or bust, huh?
I would stare at the wall instead.
Watch paint dry.
Go Cubs, go.
All right. This is going to be the actual trivia portion. These are just names of people that either were born there or live there. And
Okay.
we'll call them air quote famous. I want to see if our marketing team over here knows any of these names.
Okay.
My guess is
Dolan says no.
my guess is none. None of
money-
these names they will know.
My money's on Jamie here, so let's see.
All right. First one. All you have to do is just tell me what this person is known for. That's it. Easy. Lori Petty.
Oh, I got this one. No? Actress Lori Petty?
You gave half of it away.
Yeah.
You're right. Do you know what she's known for?
She was Tank Girl.
She was Tank Girl, one of the first indie comic book
Yeah.
movies that was made, and she was in A League of Their Own.
A League of Their Own. There's no
she's
crying in
been
baseball.
Yeah, she's been in several things, actually.
Point Break, I think. Wasn't she in Point Break, guys?
She was.
Maybe.
Yeah, with the haircut.
She was Tank Girl, though. Like,
She
that's...
was. For you,
as a
that's-
comic
that's
book
who
guy,
she is, yeah.
Lori Petty's Tank Girl.
That's right.
Yeah.
How about this one? Good old Jerry Mathers. There's no way.
Way before. Sammy, what year were you born, Sammy? 1996. There's no way she knows who Jerry Mathers is. No? No. Jamie? Jerry Mathers?
All these names sound familiar.
Sure.
It should.
Yeah.
I can't pinpoint who it
No.
Dolan knows.
Dolan knows? No.
Yeah, he was air quote famous.
He's
Air quote famous.
air quote famous.
Boy, you got us there,
You want
Dolan.
to go with this? You want to take this?
Well,
there?
I believe that's Beaver from Leave It to Beaver.
Beaver Cleaver. Ding, ding, ding. You're
Yep.
correct, Aaron.
Yep.
All right. This one's going to be This one's going to be fun, maybe, for me. Tommy Bolin.
Oh.
Sounds like Mark Dolan, but it's not that guy. It's Tommy Bolin.
I don't have a clue. I don't think Aaron knows either.
Sounds familiar, but I'm not going to come up with it. I feel like it's maybe musically related.
You're on it.
But
you were there.
I'm not going to come up with.
He was a singer, guitar player in a band called Deep Purple.
Oh.
And also in the James Gang with the guy from the Eagles. What's his? Joe Walsh.
You want to know a secret? I don't like the Eagles at all.
It's
Join
not
the
a secret
population.
anymore.
It's not a secret anymore. Yeah.
But
I don't think most people like him. Let me guess. You agree with Lebowski?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yes.
figured you would.
Well, yeah.
I figured you would.
Kids, go look up that reference right there.
Here's a 2-for-1.
Okay.
Paul Splittorf,
Oh,
Tony Watson.
Paul Splittorf.
Split.
Yeah.
I don't know. This
Not
one.
the movie.
What?
Not the movie.
Paul Splittorf was a Royals legend.
Hall of Famer, Royals Hall of Fame pitcher.
Yes.
Played for the Royals for like 19 years.
I closed my eyes and I could see his baseball card.
Yep, and he was also in the broadcast team for
Yes.
quite a while.
Yes.
Tony Watson is a current all-star relief pitcher. He got drafted. He played at the Huskers for University of Nebraska, and he went to the Pirates, and then he was with the Yankees for a while. I think he's with the Dodgers maybe. So he's still active.
Jamie is
Here's-
not a Dodgers fan at all. So.
No, she was. I heard that from over here.
She
Okay.
hates them as much as I hate the Cardinals. So, but that's okay.
That's hateful. That's a lot.
That's fandom.
That is a lot.
Yep.
This one's going to be, I would be super surprised if you knew this. But I think at least there'll be some recognition in the eyes of these three over here. Ron Clements. Ron Clements. What's happening?
Your cord's rubbing against the thing.
Oh,
there.
here.
There you go. There you
I'll
go.
hold it like this.
See, I was trying to be inconspicuous about it. So
It didn't work. I didn't
Ron
pick up. Ron Clements.
Roger Clemens' brother.
It's with a T. Clements.
Clements. What was the first name?
Ron.
Ron Clements.
What was Mark Twain's real name? What was his name?
Samuel Clemens.
So Samuel's brother.
Maybe.
Oh.
I'm just going to tell you this one because there's no way.
Okay.
He is an animator, and he was the co-director for Disney classic movies. Get ready. They're going to know some of these.
Okay.
Little Mermaid,
Yeah.
Aladdin, Princess and the Frog.
Yeah, I don't know.
Kind of
that
fell
one.
off on the third one.
Yeah.
But that's still a good one. It's set in New Orleans, which is pretty cool.
So he peaked at Aladdin then, really?
Wow. Little Mermaid, dude. All the way.
No, I take...
Little Mermaid had better songs
What?
every day this week.
Next week we're going to have a different co-host on A Beer with Atlas.
What?
What? Aladdin over The Little Mermaid?
Yes. Okay.
You've drank far too much of your 4% of the 13%.
Right.
Of
Here's the
this one.
thing about Aladdin.
Okay.
It's
Awesome. It's awesome. Robin Williams, man.
That's where I was going to go. I was trying to do it in a tactful way.
Okay.
He kills the movie.
What?
He kills it.
Are you high?
Man, I know.
What?
I'm not.
Man.
He's too big.
No, he's the
too big.
genie.
I know. I'm not buying it.
Okay.
I'm happy for the live remake of the Aladdin. I'll go ahead and
With
say
Will
it.
Smith.
Yep, bring it.
Like
And if that's good, remake Shazam
like that's gonna not be.
and Kazam.
Oh no. What it? Yes. Man, I don't know. Like Will
right.
Smith is not gonna play that big. He's gonna
Good.
big.
That's
big.
good.
No, he will play it big. I was
we'll
being
see.
sarcastic.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's agree that I'm right. All right. Last one. This one you guys won't know, but it's kind of a cool story. And this is totally, if you agree with me,
Okay.
I feel like this is something we could pitch to like make a movie.
Okay.
I feel like this is a movie. Their life story.
Okay.
I know Aaron will know this.
All right.
Twin sisters, Esther and Pauline Friedman. Come on down.
It sounds like you're talking about Price is Right, but I really have no idea.
Okay.
Friedman, twin sisters.
Twin sisters named Friedman.
Friedman. Okay.
That's their real name.
Okay.
They had pen names.
Oh, Dear Abby.
Dear Abby.
Yeah. And Heloise.
Ann Landers.
And, oh, gosh darn it.
Twin sisters, right?
Yep.
That wrote advice columns.
Uh-huh.
Super famous
Yeah.
back in the day.
From Sioux. They're from Sioux
They're
City?
from, their parents came from Russia,
Okay.
and then they ended up there, did some schooling and stuff there, wrote it like in the school paper and that sort of thing. One of the sisters got a job, and I think it was Dear Abby, whichever one that one. She got the job first, I think.
Okay.
And then her sister moved out to San Francisco and was reading the local paper, and they had like a local version of the, advice column. And she went into the publisher, and she was like, "This is junk. I can do better than this."
Yeah.
And he's like, "All right, well, here's 1,000 letters. Answer them and come back to me." So she came back like a day later or something like that. Like she just blew through them.
Yeah.
And they were like really good responses. And he's like, "All right, you're hired." He fired the other person, hired her. So she didn't tell her sister for like a long time that she did it.
Okay.
So when she did tell her sister, then the other sister got mad. She's like, "Oh, you're trying to steal my thunder, right?" They were like legitimately famous people.
Okay.
So like they were friends with the president. Like the president would ask them questions and stuff. And like they were celebrities of their time because this is how you got news. Like was in the newspaper.
Yeah.
So if you wrote a column and you wrote to the column, they would get thousands of letters a week. And up until like the 80s, they would answer like 90% of the letters. They might not all get in the paper, but you're going to get a response from these people, which I thought was interesting.
Yeah.
And then the sisters didn't like talk to each other for like years and years and years because like there was some, beef. Is that how they say it? Is that how they
There's
say
beef,
it, Jamie?
maybe.
They had beef with each other.
Yeah.
So they finally did like reconcile a little bit later on in the game, in the print game.
Okay.
But they kept doing that, and then one of them got sick and couldn't write anymore. So her daughter kind of stepped up and like mom would tell her what to write, and then she wrote as this person.
Oh.
And then I think that's the Ann Landers one. And then when she passed away, then the family was like, "Okay, you can just do this." So then she became Dear Abby or whatever.
Ann Landers, whatever
whichever
it
one
was,
it is. Yeah.
Is it still a thing?
I don't know if that is because it used to be in the Omaha paper and the Lincoln paper when I was a kid. I remember that. But they don't have that person anymore in the Omaha paper. Okay. It might still be nationally syndicated. It just isn't here in Omaha. So I don't know. We have our own version of it in Omaha, and it's meh. I can do better. I'm the next Ann Landers.
Do you remember Rainbow Rowell? Remember
Yep.
in Omaha?
Powell.
Was that her name?
I think it was something like that. She wrote books.
Maybe. I had beef with her way
Gosh,
back in the
let's
day.
hear why. Let me guess.
Man.
She disparaged Robin Williams in Aladdin.
No, but she probably does. Anyway, she's like super famous, like popular, and writing books and stuff like that now or whatever. But she used to be just like small time Omaha World Herald, opinion not worth a nickel.
Oh boy.
Oh man, I was so mad at her. So I ran the Indian Hills Theater, which is a super awesome old theater here that Omaha tore down because we have no sense of history whatsoever in this town.
Not
None.
bitter though. Okay.
Not bitter whatsoever. Anyway, so she wrote an article about how Pulp Fiction was a bad movie, and that 25 years ago, pissed me off.
Well, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, and still kind of just gets to me now.
It didn't it win like some Oscars and things?
I don't. Yeah. I don't know. So I had beef with her back in the day. I wrote her letters. She never answered
That's
me.
legit beef.
Total beef.
Organic, grass-fed beef right there for you millennials.
She could care less that I wrote these things to her. So,
Aaron, what do you got to add? What did I not touch on that you know about this town? Anything?
They have some nice summer concerts on the, I believe they call it the Riverwalk area. They're often a lot of fun. They do have another brewery that will be opening up sometime this year. Construction has started. That will be a lot of fun. Not very far from Jackson Street, so I'll be able to hit a couple of...
How many breweries are in the town right now?
I believe I only know of two, and that's Jackson Street and a very small one that's inside of one of the pubs there called Brew City. They've been doing some very nice things recently. Very small batch. So
interesting.
So extremely limited.
Yes.
Collector's editions for you, Rich.
I guess so.
In your
yes.
language.
Yep. You're speaking my language now.
Thought so. I'm learning how to get through to you.
I know that their airport code is SUX.
See, that's a trivial thing.
Oh,
So-
my gosh.
That's unfortunate.
There was kind of a grassroots campaign a number of years ago to get it changed because they said that Sioux City doesn't
Sucks.
Yeah.
So
Clearly
Nowadays, they would try to get that.
Right.
you would think so.
I'd own it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep. Well, that's weird.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Well,
so
that's-
it's not a beer destination yet, but you're saying it could be here pretty soon.
I believe that a lot of the Omaha beer scene will be going up there pretty routinely after
Hmm.
Mardo opens. So, but
That's the thing about these like little outlier places, like at least where we're at, centrally located. We've done, you can go to Cross Drain anytime you want, right? So
Right.
an hour and a half drive isn't bad.
No.
It's a destination. Make a day of it. I totally want to go out west in Nebraska and hit like those 4 that are out there. That otherwise you're not. When am I going to get to Scotts Bluff or
Right.
McCook or whatever? Like you have to make an event of it.
Right.
Be good on a day off.
Probably never, but
If I was working 312s,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying, Rich?
that's exactly right.
I'd buzz up there and have a beer.
And try it out. How about this? We've never done this before. How about this? If you are a travel nurse, and you don't even have to be with Atlas, if you're a travel nurse and you're in Sioux City right now, go to Jackson Street. I'll pay your tab.
Holy cow. This was unscripted, y'all.
Under $50. How's that?
Yeah, better
Under $50.
disclaimer.
If you hear this, I don't care if you work for us or not. Doesn't matter. Go down and check this place out. That's the point of us doing these things in the first place, right?
Let's make it the first person.
The first person. There we go. What?
Yes.
Was I not clear?
I just want to be extra clear.
Okay, there we go.
I don't want to lose my job because we have everybody in all the hospitals.
I would blame
traveling
you
up there.
for that.
I know
That's
you
true.
would. I'd blame Aaron because this is 4%.
Yep, it is 4%. No, okay. So the first one that messages me through Facebook says, "I'm a travel nurse. I'm in Sioux City, Iowa, right now.
Yep.
I'm going to say, fine, go down there, and I'll pay your tab for up to $50 for
Man, that's awesome.
for some beers there at Jackson
and
Street.
that will go a long ways there.
Yeah?
As well. Yes.
Get a couple.
Bring your friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make a friend, another travel nurse maybe, and
Yeah.
take him or her down there and check this out. Go out the
And then let us
ER
know.
door, and then
Let us know which beer
Get
you
some
had.
pictures. Send
Yeah.
them our way.
absolutely
Wow, that's awesome.
There you go.
Look at you.
first one.
Wow. Is this episode 25, Dolan? Are we getting close?
We're getting pretty close.
Look at him.
24.
24.
It
We
took us
gotta-
24 episodes to figure this out.
Yeah. we're
Do some
still
like
almost
actual
there.
marketing with it too, maybe. Or
Yeah.
whatever.
Well, we'll really get after it on the 25th. We got to do something special.
Right.
We got the pressure is just on me now.
It is on. All right.
All right.
All right. So message me through Facebook. Say you're interested. I'll let you know if you're the first or not. There will be one, and we'll post pictures and stuff for
yeah,
sure.
for sure. We'll blow it up on
Absolutely.
socials.
I'd love to get somebody down there, especially in a place that isn't quite a beer scene yet, but
Yeah.
has something that is this good. So I'm almost to the bottom of this. I like it.
Whoa.
Yeah. It is boozy cinnamon toast crunch though. You're right.
Yeah.
It's
That's what I love about it. I mean, it's delightful that way. So
You know what I would do? I would
we'll
get some
you there.
cinnamon toast crunch in a bowl and pour this in it and eat it. That's what I would do. I've seen people do like cereal beers and like put some of the actual cereal in the glass just as a little extra something.
Is that next level?
It's extra.
Extra. Oh, it's
extra
extra. There we
rich.
go. Sorry. The beer lingo escapes me.
This is human lingo now.
I'm still
You can
learning.
apply it to the beer scene.
I'm still learning. So, Aaron, thank you so much.
Yeah,
Welcome
thanks,
to
Aaron.
Atlas, by the way.
Well,
This-
thank you.
so-
Thanks
Very
for the
happy to be
beer.
here.
Yeah. So, Aaron Daly, beer, according to Brian,
Yeah.
smarter than the both of us combined
He's a
when
smart
it comes to
dude.
beer. So he's shaking his head no.
Not true. Not true.
Okay, we'll see. If there's something I've learned in the beer community is even the dudes that are just ridiculously smart are super humble about it. Like,
Yeah.
no, I don't even know that much.
Yep.
But then I can tell you exactly what hops are in this beer.
Yep.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
So, Brian, as always, thank you.
Thanks, Rich. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Dolan. Jamie, thank you so
Sammy,
much.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Episode 25 next week. Should be fun. I don't want to build it up too much.
I will. It's going to be amazing.
Oh, boy.
There's
Okay.
going to be fireworks and
Stop. Don't build it
Yeah,
up.
we only got $60 budget now that he spent 50 at
No
Jackson.
kidding. Yeah. No, that only leaves $10. So
Oh,
we're drinking
whoops.
PBR. So, all right.
All right, thanks.
We'll see you next week.